the City of Gary Department of Public Parks Board of Commissioners Board meeting for the date of Wednesday, January 22nd at 11 a.m. is now in session. Let the record reflect that there was no executive session, therefore no need for certification. We'll have our roll call.
Commissioner Williams?
Here.
Commissioner Patterson?
Present.
President Gardner?
Here. We do have a quorum and we'll continue. We'll now have our pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would call for a motion to suspend the reading of the minutes as is. They are not available this morning.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Commissioner Patterson?
Yes.
President Gardner?
Yes. We also do not have any claims for today that will be forthcoming at a little later date. I will now turn your attention to payroll. There is no overtime that has been paid out that I have been able to identify. Madam Superintendent, is there anything in particular that you want us to know about this week's payroll?
No, I don't have anything for the payroll.
Okay, then I will entertain a motion that the payroll will be approved as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Commissioner Patterson?
Yes.
President Gardner?
Yes. That takes us to our legal report.
At this time, I'm not sure if we had many bids rather. I will ask that Ms. Jackson comes up because we do have some contracts that we need to discuss.
So the first contract we have is for Echo Realm. And that's for the planning management services around Marquette, as well as some of the other pavilions we have around the city.
And I believe that contract is basically the same that it was last year.
Yes, that's correct.
So we don't have a copy of the contract.
Right, I don't see a copy of it here. So what is the information as well?
I believe, was that one submitted last time?
Yes.
Echo was
Yes.
last, at the end of the year?
No, not that, their contract just ended December the 31st.
Okay.
So it needs to be renewed now. And last year, I think it was for 25,000. I didn't bring the copies out of the paper this year. Echo Realm, Sandy O'Brien.
Sandy
Oh,
O'Brien,
okay.
Why don't we do this, rather than doing one at a time, just take us through the listing that was here, and then we'll have one vote. Okay?
So we have Echo Realm again, Hugh Binger Landscaping, which is the landscaping around Marquette and the planters. Homewood Disposable, which is the trash collection. All-in-One Event Rental, which is rental equipment that we would need sometimes. Party Linen is for linen at the facility. Chair Covers by Sylvia, which is linen, chairs, and chair covers. And then South Shore Marina, which are the booths.
And I submitted all of those probably at the beginning of the year, so we
Okay.
just need to catch up with the copies. The only one that I did not have was the South, the buoys, because we're gonna have to recreate that one.
Okay.
We believe the last secretary had a copy of it on PDF, so we gotta redo it on Microsoft and get it redone and sent over to you guys. But it's all the same, they're the same that they were in 2019.
Can you refresh us with those amounts?
Okay, so off the top of my head, Echo Realm was about 25,000. Hugh Binger was 15,000. Homewood, I think, was 15,000. All-in-One Rental was maybe 5,000. Party Linen was 10,000. Chairs by Sylvia is 10,000. And then South Shore Marina, I think that one is 25,000.
Yeah, that was the one I wanted to that we thought last year that was way over tight.
Yeah.
It, well, we still end up paying it, because, so last year Nate was trying to find a different route for us to go to install the buoys. It did not work. So that was our last result, and that's what we had to end up doing. And with that, with him trying to find a different way, we had to, the buoys didn't go into after the 4th of July. You know, trying to find a different way for us to do it. So unless we have another alternative, then they're pretty much the only choice.
Well, why don't we put that one on hold
Yeah.
until the new person comes in and we can find out if there's another way we can do it, because we get stuck up on that.
Well, we have to.
No, I'm talking about until she finds out and make a recommendation.
The other thing is that I want to know who puts the buoys in for our neighbors. Okay, and we need, who puts it in for Hammond, who puts it in for East Chicago,
Doing that
Whiting. And if we have resources to pay, what do we need to do to work out an agreement with one of them? I just think that the amount, we thought it was last year. And if we start now, perhaps we will be able to work out a contract and have that sealed up, you know, even before the spring starts. So I will entertain a motion that all things being equal to what they were last year, we would approve the contracts with Echo Ram, Hugh Binger, Homewood Disposal, All-in-One Rentals, Hardy Linens, and chair covers by Silver.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Commissioner Patterson?
Yes.
President Gardner?
Yes. Okay, as long as you're up, you want to do your triumphs and thanks, let's go ahead and make your report.
So during the 2020-21 season, we are moving towards a very aggressive campaign, ad campaign for our fall and winter months. We will continue with the free online marketing, but we're also going to incorporate the local newspaper advertisement, the magazine ads, the local radio and billboards. So right now, this week, we have an ad that's going to run in the Gary Crusader newspaper. It's also going to start in the 411 online and be in the Wedding magazine as well. And our local radio stations, we are going to start that as well, hopefully within the next couple weeks. Since the approval of our $500 lounge special to date, we have booked 19 events, which is equivalent to $10,165. In 2019, we booked 10, and in 2018, we booked 7. So this special is proven to be popular and very successful. Our ultimate goal is to stay booked and add to our bottom line. I spoke with the new superintendent, and what we would like to do is extend the lounge special. I think that we can get more. I think we can get more people to come in and book. Although some people have heard about our specials, not everyone has heard about our specials. And I think that we should book those dates with the $500 special as opposed to not booking them at all. At the full freight, they're not selling.
Okay, so your extension dates, do you have something in mind? And what days of the week will these occur?
Well, this is only for the down season, so it's not for the summer months. It's not for the Saturdays, I should say, in the summer.
So you're saying we should continue it for next year? When you say we should extend it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we should continue it until we book every day. And I
So
mean,
is this
aggressive.
Monday through Friday? Is that what you're saying? It's Monday through Friday?
It's Monday through Friday, but during the down season, so
Gotcha.
November, December, January, February, March, April. I want to use Saturdays also because
Okay.
for the first time in 7 years, in March this year, we're booked. In April, I have one date available. May, I'm booked Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. So it's working.
Okay.
You know, what we're trying to do is working. And I just wanted us to be able to continue to do that. And also, with doing that, I want to see if we can allow the guests to bring in their own prepackaged foods. And what I mean by that is that a lot of these events that's being booked are for baby showers, birthday parties, bridal showers, and open houses. So you don't really go out and get catered food for those events. You bring in your fried chicken from a catered company, of course, a pasta salad, a tuna salad, you know, your sweets, and you bring in those type of foods. Not really a big spread that a caterer or a chef would provide. And,
So they wouldn't use the kitchen?
no, absolutely not. They would not use the kitchen, and we will still get the bar.
Okay.
So we will still provide a bartender and use the bar, get the bar. They would not have access to the kitchen.
So what would we provide them? Would we provide them,
The space, the table, to put their food on.
food warmers,
No,
utensils?
no,
Just the space
just the space.
and access to the bar?
No, they
When I
don't
say
have.
access to the bar, I mean they can buy from the bar.
Yes, that's correct.
So then that'd be a different contract, because then now you'd have to have a bartender.
Well, once we get the chef, they'll be in charge of the bar.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Comments?
That's your recommendation?
yes.
Okay.
Any comments or questions from the board?
I think it's a good idea.
You wanna make a motion?
You wanna
Sure.
put a little on paper?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's write it out, and then we will have a vote on that at our next meeting.
Okay.
And if I may, the thing that we would have to do is they would have to sign some type of release, because we do not want to be liable if someone gets sick. The other alternative may be to talk to the Genesis Center about the trays that they could provide. And I know that Ms. LeRoy was going to talk to our insurance carrier. So they would have to sign some type of release.
Okay.
If they're going to bring in some food.
Not only do I like that, I also like the idea of providing them options, right? Because in a lot of cases, they bring their own food because they don't know they have any other option, you know. But if we can prepare the baby shower option, the fraternity or sorority meeting option, you know, light food at a reasonable cost, and offer that as an addendum to the renting of the space, I think that'd be a good idea.
I do as well. We get a lot of those questions, and believe it or not, some people, they don't book us because they can't, you know, bring in those type of things at the smaller events. So, you know, if we can provide options, then that's even better for us.
Okay.
So the Superhero and Princess Brunch is coming back Saturday, February 22nd. Our online presence has been remarkable. Right now, we are at over 5,000 views. Last year, the event was well attended, and I think we only had 1,000 views last year. So the word is definitely out there. And if you would like to become a vendor or a sponsor, give us a call. And another event that I want to kind of highlight is that Mother's Day. We have the Mother and Son Ball, and Felicia Rashad is the host. So I'm excited about that event as well. So my point is that we are doing all type of events at Marquette. More and more people are calling us. Just Monday, we had 9 voicemails for people trying to get information to bring their event to Marquette. So we are open. We're trying to be as accommodating as we possibly can, because we want this year we want to win this year. And I thank you all for listening.
Any questions?
The RFP for
Cater.
the caterer.
So, for 2020, we, the contract for our caterer ended December the 31st. So at the last board meeting, you did give us permission to put out the RFP, but we needed to update the dates and get approval for the dates so we can get them put out, because our first event that we will really need a caterer is in May. But we need to get that done like now, because the people have to choose their food and start paying on it, what they'll be choosing. So
Got a date in mind? Tell the board when we wanna start, get the RFP going.
start tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd like to go as soon as possible. I thought they may have already gone out.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to make sure that the new, park director and everyone was on board of what was going on.
Okay.
Send it out, so.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and send that out.
Okay.
We may need to alter the RFP just a little bit to include what we talked about in the little, okay. All right. Thank you.
I'm sorry. For the RFP, we also, the Genesis Center is also under, this body as well, even though they have a separate board. I'm still overseeing the Genesis Center, and they wanted to be included in the RFP as an addendum in case, the caterer was interested in also, servicing the Genesis Center as well. So there will be an addendum for, both places, both venues in the RFP. I just want to make you all aware of that. If they're interested in bidding on both.
Okay. We'll be fine.
Okay. That's all.
All right, that takes us to the remainder of our administrative reports. Hudson Campbell, golf course, and aquatics match. And you may want to introduce yourself to us
Okay.
and to the public.
All right, my name is Venturous Jackson Sr., Director of the Hudson Campbell Sports and Fitness Center. I'd like to start off by saying that there has been approximately 25 new members that have joined Hudson Campbell already this month. We're excited about that because that's what we're here for. We've also put in a purchase order to purchase 5 new treadmills and 3 new riding bicycles, and we should get an answer back on Friday regarding that. Also, we're making appointments, setting up appointments to get our downstairs tennis area repainted. I've spoken with several people in the community. They want to take full advantage of that area. So they say it would be a good idea to, get it refurbished. It would be a lot better for the kids, for the visible lines and everything. So I'm working on that. Also, I would like to also purchase 2 ping pong tables. That'll give us more focus on recreational activities because most of the members or people that get day passes, they just want to play basketball or baseball or tennis. So I want to find something more for the younger people. Instead of them sitting idle or just walking around the building, I think they would be interested in playing ping pong because I did it when I was a teenager. I had to give them something to do. Also, we've working on establishing an open house date for the mayor and the new administration, and we should have that date by the next meeting. Also, I gave a list of repairs that were left behind or not done to the superintendent, so they've been working on those repairs. Also, I'd like to just say that we have the Schuler boxing here at the Hudson and Campbell. We have cheerleading, we have track for Theo Bowman. We're able to accommodate the baseball teams for both Theo Bowman and 21st Century. We have basketball on Saturdays, so come out and support the Biddy basketball starting at 10 o'clock. We have grown folks stepping, several fitness classes. So for more information, just give us a call at 219-886-2814. And we have Total Transformation, which is something new that'll be provided. It's a total body workout and boot camp Thursdays. So we're offering opportunity to get fit in 2020 with some great instructors. So that's about, also, we have talked to Mr. Booth today. Be working with the City of Gary Youth Services Bureau feeding program. We're going to pass out applications for free meals through YSB, and I'm sure that'll be a successful program.
Any questions from board members? Thank you. Golf course.
I'm sorry, he's not here, but I can give you a quick update. I know he is working on making sure that we have 9 holes up and running. He believes he can get 18 up as well, at least get the other 9 seated, but there will definitely be 9 up and going. I'm working on getting him the funding for the equipment that he needs in terms of making, in terms of the lawnmowers. It's not a substantial amount of money. I think he only needs like $5,000 if I can remember correctly. I've spoken to the administration about that and they're fine with that. And they recently had a heater to go out, I believe yesterday. And so the tenant has asked that he make the repair and also that we just give him a credit on his rental payment. And he's gonna have it fixed. And that's what I have for the golf course.
But that hasn't been submitted yet, but he'll
It has
submit
not.
the...
He'll submit all of the
invoices.
receipts and the invoices. It just went out yesterday.
Correct. Okay.
And that's all for the golf course.
All right. Aquatics manager.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, we have did a maintenance review. Me and the superintendent, we went around to the schools and the parks. So I've given a list of what needs to be repaired. We have gave a date of when we want to do startup this year. Weather permitting, we want to start the pools up, trying to put things together in the end of April, beginning of May. So when school is out at the beginning of June, the pool's already ready. That's what our goal is this year. I just got recertified. My licenses are up to date. Got recertified 2 weeks ago. Letters have been submitted for returning guards. We have already posted lifeguard job positions, going out to the schools, posting, and we're going to have a job fair. So we're trying to recruit for new lifeguards. And also, we have went out to the beach to assess some of the lifeguard towers that needs to be repaired. So we're looking to get that together and trying to have everything set. So once we get warmer weather, we can go ahead and start getting things together.
Question, how has the high water table affected our beach in terms of erosion and that?
Well, the last time I was out there, the water has risen, it's up. But right now, because winter really hasn't hit, we can't really tell where it's going to be set. So some areas, we do have water all the way up to the vicinity. When you go out to by Lake Street, there's certain areas where the water is all the way up. But like I said, it goes up and it goes down. We really won't be able to tell what it's going to be like for the summer until closer to the spring.
Any other questions or comments from board members? Thank you. Youth Services Bureau, Jonathan Booz.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good afternoon, rather. Here's some music. Okay, so what we've done is we consolidate our programs, the underperforming after-school enrichment sites, we shut those down, and we send the staff to our performing sites, which is mainly the Douglas Center. And also, we in preliminary talks to have some of our sites inside the school, so we'll get better traffic. And also, like Ventress just said, we're working on providing meals for the children that qualify to come in back to Hudson County. And also, we're in the preliminary stages of our planning stage for
Stay around.
the summer job program.
Any questions for Mr. Booz? Okay, thank you. Superintendent's report.
Yes, so, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Clotilda Boyce, so this is my first meeting with you all.
You tell her.
What I provided to you is a 60-day plan. So every division or every area underneath me, they received their 60-day goals. They are already actively working to achieve these goals. I know a lot of them have given their updates as well, and they're basing it off of our goals for our department as well as the mayor's vision for what he wants to see us do during this administration. So that's attached. I've gone through all of the pavilions with the assistance of Christine and our facilities and maintenance staff, and I have given you pictures of what the facilities currently look like, as well as some of the parks, and this is not all of them. This is just some of the worst ones. I've given this information to the mayor as well during our cabinet meeting last week, so he is aware of what needs to be done. And he is, they're looking to identify funding to make a lot of these repairs. We've had people that wanted to come and rent these facilities, and I'm not comfortable even renting a lot of these out because we have HVAC problems, roofing problems in almost all of these pavilions. We're also assessing our parks and the playground equipment, which I think is unsafe. So that's what we've been working on for that. What I have also given you is an RFP that I'm just going to ask if we can put this out. So what we talked about in our meetings is that everybody has needs in terms of advertising and wanting to get out all of their events and the things that are going on. And I thought it would be best to have a centralized graphic designer that all of us can utilize that can help with all of our flyers, some of our social media and our marketing projects. So I want to put out an RFP to see if we can get someone who can take on all of our areas to kind of centralize it and have one fee. So I wanted to request that we be allowed to advertise for that. Lastly, I am working with the Human Resource Department, also Youth Services Bureau, to do a summer youth program. So what we envision is to be able to employ about 200 youth. We've worked out the numbers. We have a letter that's getting ready to go out in terms of asking that they help to fund it. We think we'll only need about $350,000 to do 200 students, with the college students making about $10 an hour and the high school students making $8 an hour. And they'll be working like 30 hours a week for 6 weeks out of the summer, and we will place those students. So I finished the packet. I didn't bring it this week, but I'll have it for you the next meeting so that you all can see what we're doing and what we hope to do. And I think that it'll go over well. And with that, I want to do a lottery system so that it can be fair and make sure we place students. They can only be Gary residents, and they will have to show proof of course. And then we also base it off of districts, so we can make sure that it's fair and equally dispersed amongst the city. So those are some of the things that we're working on, and that's my report.
What's going to be your funding about?
So I've actually spoken to the Spectacle. They're just waiting on a letter from us. I was also told that the Jackson family has a foundation and to provide a letter to them. I think that with the packet that I have ready to go out and the layout of the program, I think that it'll generate interest. We can also work with, of course, Workforce One if we need to, but I would like to, if we can do it on our own, I think that we can. And I don't think $350,000 is a lot to raise to place 200 students for our first time out.
Any other questions, comments? I do have one. Mr. George, one of the things we had asked him to do, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but we don't have our own maintenance employees.
Oh, yeah.
Park Services does not have its own maintenance employees, and it simply does not work. And what we were asking him to look into and to submit was the development of a work group that was assigned first to Parks and Recreation. We talked about a plumber, an electrician, and a carpenter, or a multi-craft leader with helpers.
Okay.
Okay. And so I'm making a request that we continue to see what we can do to put that in place.
Okay. I'll make sure I have an answer by next week.
Thank you.
Or in the next meeting, I'm sorry.
I like the 60-day plan. I think that's an excellent idea to come up with that and implement that for each of the different departments. Because I see the naming of the park is venues, parks, and recreation. I was also wondering if there was a way that we could encompass, one of the things I talked about with the past administration of doing is, because we have a lot of churches that have reached 100-year status or more, is coming up with the design and it's great to see that you have that RFP. Hopefully they can help us with that as well. Some kind of a plaque or historic marker that we can put at each church that wants to buy into, having that historic recognition at their site. So I was hoping that now that it's considered venues, parks and recreation, that would encompass us maybe working on that project. Does that sound something like it's feasible?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, that's something that I was hoping to get off the ground with the last administration, but we never got it off the ground. And then now that, I'm on the Parks Department, and then we see this opportunity with venues, that means to me is all encompassing. So I'm hoping that we can get that going for the community, just to build more buy-in, as well. But, awesome.
And I'm sorry, I failed to mention that it's to my understanding that the baseball stadium will also come under this body,
Okay.
as well as I think the art house too.
Okay.
So
Great.
that will all come under it.
Awesome. Okay.
It's all news to us, but.
Okay, yes. So I think I haven't gotten all the details, but I'll share it as soon as I move quickly.
Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Public comment? Anyone sign up to that?
We had 2 people sign up.
Okay.
First one is Carol.
Hi, I know all you know me, and Clotilde knows me a little bit. I just want to welcome you
Thank you.
to the position of Park Superintendent from the Friends of Margaret Park.
Thank you so
And we look forward to working with you all year, and more, hopefully. Thank you.
Then we have Jay Lewis.
Mr. Lewis?
Good morning, everyone. How's everybody?
Good morning.
That was a good day, right? Woke up this morning, we still going?
Yes.
All the good stuff that matters. Okay, I just basically have one question. I know last year we had the Adoptive Park program, and just wanted to know if we're going to continue with that program.
Yes, the Adoptive Park program will continue.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I got a couple items I want to bring up. Tonight we have East Chicago Board Works. Sorry. On the agenda at Board of Works tonight, they're renewing the contract with Michigan City Landscaping. They maintain and landscape the East Chicago golf course. They also maintain and landscape that Lost Marsh out there, but they also have their Port Authority people. They do landscaping too at Lost Marsh, because they're in the process of building, homes out there. They do the LaPorte County golf course also. I talked to them. They said, they tried on numerous occasions to do it on their own. So they said that the best way to go is to use a private company to do the landscaping. I think it'll be pretty wise for you guys to go and, get a bid, see how much it costs. It might be much cheaper and easier to use a private company instead of trying to do it yourself. And the second item I want to bring up, I've been answering the telephone for, the City Hall Public Information Desk, we don't have 2 or 3 different calls. They want to do board up at the ticket booths at the Marquette Park, They have called on several occasions when I was answering the phone. They was trying to get somebody out there to do board up on those particular booths. Is that in the plans anytime soon?
Yes, they should have done it this morning, because we should call demolition. So they
Okay, because every time I answered their telephone, they wanted to talk about boarding up those ticket booths. All right, thank you very much.
Are the ticket booths been targets of vandalism?
No.
No? Just as a safety precaution, board them up for the season? Okay. Any other comments or questions from board members? All right, we do, in terms of new business, we need to come to some level of agreement on our meeting schedule. I'd like to, we do have a quorum, but we don't have any, one of our members is missing. I'd like to, perhaps we can wait till Ms. Jackson is back and do that. And maybe, we can have a discussion with the superintendent, in determining, our meeting schedule before our next meeting. Some ideas on that. Because 11 o'clock on Wednesday.
Right. So, the administration asked if we can accommodate it since Board of Works was at the same time, and a lot of the members, a lot of the public that attends Board of Works also wanted to attend this meeting as well. But I'm open to another day at the same time at 10 o'clock. It's totally up to you.
Any recommendations?
So does Board of Works meet, they meet on Wednesday?
Every Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Every Wednesday at 10, okay. So,
Any recommendation?
if we could do Tuesday or Thursday?
Okay.
10 o'clock, is
10
10 o'clock better?
is definitely better.
Better, yeah.
Thursday?
Say again?
On Thursday?
They said Tuesdays or Thursdays.
We'll say
Tuesdays or Thursdays, either one.
So, Mr. Patel, you already had one request, so I'm changing all that.
Mr. Williams, do you have a preference for Tuesday or Thursday?
Tuesday's fine with me.
Okay, then I'll entertain a motion that, for 2019, the City of Gary Board of Park Commissioners meeting will occur on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. 2020, I'm sorry, will occur on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Roll call?
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Commissioner Patterson?
Yes.
President Gardner?
Yes. So for 2020, the Board of Park Commissioners' regular meeting will be Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. Any other questions or comments from board members? Superintendent, anything else?
No, thank you.
Then I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.